Hey y'all. So, pardon me. I am super excited about doing this reveal, but I just realized that my mic, which you're probably hearing right now, sorry about that. Hey Kindred, my mic got tangled. Hey woman of the hour, I see you, Raven. You and your boo. So y'all just give me 1 second. I'm really, really sorry if it is like super loud in your ear, but I don't want the phone to fall over. So I decided to be a professional and untangle it. Okay, so that's better. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, just let me know. Yes, I can hear you. So before I get started and start talking and you guys can't hear me. Hey y'all, let me throw some waves back at you guys, throwing waves at me. So again, just thumbs up, I can hear you, whatever. And if you're wondering wherever you're tuning in from, thank you, Classy Style Productions. Okay, so wherever you're tuning in from, it is hot as heck in Florida, which is why I'm wearing a tank top. So if you're like, she's like really summery, yes. Got a tank top, and if I lean the camera a little bit more, you can see I have Bermuda shorts on, and I'm very comfortable. All right, so super excited about this IG Live because I am doing a live engagement session reveal. So today's session is featuring Raven and Andrew, and I did their engagement session not too long ago. It's still fairly new. As a matter of fact, the blog just released today. Whoop, whoop. So I'm going to walk you guys through that, but this is something that I've been doing on my channel, or my page, whatever, as far as doing live reveals. I don't know yet if I'm going to do them for weddings because I just have a different strategy for that, but for engagement sessions, right now, it's something that I'm really enjoying doing. And I really like it. So quick tip because I know there are a lot of business owners on here. If you want to have a little bit better audio for your Instagram, which I see mine is flipping, so let me just move it here. You can get the Rode microphone for your smartphone. Literally, I have it plugged in, and that's all I use when I'm going live, or for the most part doing an Instagram story, unless it's random, so that I have like really good audio. So that's y'all tip for the day. All right, so let's get into the engagement session reveal. So I'm going to invite you guys in to see some of the imagery. So give me 1 second. I'm going to scroll down. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm super excited about this, and give me feedback, let me know. Also, like while you're on here live looking through or seeing and viewing the images for the first time like this, let me know like which ones are your favorites. If you have a question about like why I chose a location or how I got a pose or etc. A little fair warning, I am not like the posy type. I actually like to have a lot of more natural, candid approach, and so you'll notice that most of the time that's my approach, but I really just want the couple to be comfortable, and so I mix it. It's not just strictly, it's like some people like pose, like that's not my approach. All right, so let's get into the first shots. Let's see. All right, so there it is, and again, what you guys see may be slightly different as far as like lighting setting, just because we're doing this through Hey Tina through IG stories. So still learning more about how this shows up on you guys end. So any comments, any feedback, let me know what you think. So here's the first shot. So this was actually in the beginning of their session, and this is the time when I'm actually like warming the couple up. I mean, we do a little bit of talking before, and I'll show you guys a little bit of how I do that too. But we do a little bit of talking before I get started, and then it's just a matter of just like learning a little bit more about them. And this is why I tell couples to never sacrifice an engagement session for, hey, beautiful, right back at you, Peace Be Still collection. So this is why I tell couples never to sacrifice an engagement session for money. Engagement sessions are like, in my opinion, and I think some other pros that are on here probably would agree, it's like our first date. So it's the first time I get this, honestly, if I haven't met you in person, and a lot of people book me straight off Instagram. So it's whatever picture you have on here or whatever you DM me with, and we all know some people use filters, but no, but in all seriousness, like, it's the first time that we get to see each other in person. And so I'm learning your language, I'm learning your sides, because look, I don't care who you are. And actually, most professional models that book the most, if you didn't know, they don't have good symmetry. One side of their face looks better than the other. I know my side as well. So I learned all those things without obviously telling a couple, like, hey, this side of your face looks better, so you should never take pictures on this side. It's not that approach, but it's just little things that you do as a professional. So during this time, this is like the warm up, where I'm joking with them. I'm learning more about their energy, like I said, learning the sides. I'm also looking at how their clothing moves, because that has a lot to do with what I can tell them to do when it comes to the more like posy stuff. So, there are brides that have more elegant, tight-fitting dresses. Well, it may be harder if they want to do like a spin or something like that. So all those things, like, there's millions of things, and I'm probably even forgetting stuff just because in the moment things are different and change. But I'm gonna go to the next photo. So here's another one. This is kind of that show me like your fierce boss pose. Still, the couple's still learning, what does that feel like? But you could kind of see, and I'm gonna swipe a little bit more, how they're getting more comfortable. Now you see there's a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more comfort, and I'm just gonna keep clicking through. This picture right here is one of my favorite, this whole thing, I could just replay it again and again, favorite pose of theirs. And like I said, you can check this out on the blog post that just went out for them. It's the first one on their under engagement sessions on my website. So it may look a little bit brighter on IG, which I'm noticing a little bit. But trust me, like, exposure is really good. But one of my favorite poses is just the energy between them. And again, they started talking to each other and laughing. So that's where that changes. Then you can kind of see how, like, I move through different energy between them. And sometimes it's them in the moment and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I'm not going to tell them with certain parts like this is cute. I just snap it because it's really natural and in the moment. So here's some walking shots that I really love. And again, if it looks really bright on your end, it is through the IGTV, the way it's showing up. But you can see these images on their blog post as well that just came out. So here's some more. That's just a scenery shot. A little of them touchy-feely, joking. This is another one of my favorite shots of them just talking, candid, nothing extra. And then I took them by this beautiful tree before we left. I'm a sucker for Spanish moss, hanging moss, whatever you want to call it. I'm a New York girl, but I'm a sucker for this. So when I see it, I always I'm framing the picture in my mind before I even put the couple there. So that's like just another tip. Here's more by the tree. Little kissy kissy before we go to the next. And then here are some quick ring shots. So hey Logan. I am going to move over, guys, so you just bear with me for 1 second. And this is why I have a cell phone tripod. So you're not like seeing all this motion like that, because I want to make sure that the battery doesn't go out. I know when you go on IG Live, a lot of times that can happen. So you're going to hear a quick change in my audio. Just give me 1 second. Just because I don't want this to go out in the middle of the live. That's okay. That's okay. It's your show. But you have business to do. You just got off a flight, so totally understand. But y'all, so guys, actually, hold hold on guys, because my computer is, okay. So the male in the photo is actually on this live right now. This is his engagement session. And then the bride, she was already in. I greeted her when we first started out the live. So she said, no excuses. Hey, you got to answer to the missus. I can't, I don't have control over that. But, okay, so one of my favorite things to do, and Raven and Logan, they're on here, they'll tell you. As a matter of fact, Raven, if you can hear me, which I know you can, if you want to come on live with me real quick, if you can, like, I'd love to throw you in. You don't have to stay on long. It could be like a minute or two, whatever. So one of my things that I love to do is when the couples are changing, like for their second outfit, I usually take their the engagement ring, and that's when I get like these close-up shots of the ring, because they don't have to worry about like spending too much time on the back end of me capturing the ring. Now sometimes I do have to move that. If there's a weather issue going on, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I have to do the ring right now because you change your clothes. Like, no, the ring is something that honestly the couple can go in their car, sit in the AC, and I can do by myself, and I will give the ring back. So that's something else that I tend to do when the flow works really well with my couples. So that's what I do during that point. So that's a ring shot there. Hold on. Oh no, you guys are seeing my computer screen. That was not a part of the live. But nothing to hide. I can at work with loud music. Oh, it's all good, Raven. I'm gonna check if you're really at work. I'm just kidding. No, I totally understand. Okay, so let's go to... These are like, so I saved these because this part of the whole session was gorgeous. And I always love the photos. And I'm trying to word this the right way. But there are parts of every session, I think every wedding, every creative, where you just get these shots, whether it's photo or video, and you're just like, oh, it's my fave. So that's kind of how I feel about this part. So they came out looking slayed. Beyonce, Jay-Z, like whatever you want to call it, just on an all seriousness, they looked amazing. And so these are some of my favorites in the second outfit. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to give you a little bit behind the scenes on this, and this is what I talk about, just like making the experience fun. And again, you can copy what another business does, but another business owner will never be you. And I talked about this in my Facebook group today. So like I said, I don't mind sharing what I do, because you're still not Anisha. You're still not me. You have to figure out how to mesh it with your personality. And sometimes what other businesses and brands do don't work for you. That's why you have to figure out like the best marketing methods for your business. So y'all are getting like some business stuff mixed in the session reveal. But so this was a funny part, because the whole session, and Raven will tell you this if she's still on, the whole session we had people blowing horns, people were stopping and commenting to them. And I remember at this part, this guy drove by and he had like music playing, and Raven just started dancing out of nowhere. And then Drew is over here like flexing because I told him like to do that, you know, something of that nature. And honestly, that's what came out of that shot, and it's funny, but it's still like funny, classy. She's just staring at her man like, yes, go ahead and be cute. That's how those things can naturally happen. So here's another shot. More, you can see they're more serious in this one. I'm gonna keep swiping through. So let me know like which ones have been your favorites so far. Which scene do you like better? Do you like the vine wall better, or do you like the beginning when they were in the more like casual clothing? Honestly, the session is just stunning to me, period. But you know, everybody has their faves. What shots were your favorites so far? Here's another really good one. Them just being silly with each other. It's more. Love these, right? Like I think it's like the whole setting, like the wall, the location, the outfits, like it was just honestly like so good. One of my favorite shots here, just showcasing the ring. And a lot of times you don't see these kind of shots anymore. I just feel like they kind of speak their own language, so they're cool to get. All right, here's more, and I'm gonna mix this real quick with you guys so you can see the difference between this energy and like the beginning of their session. So see here, still favorite, love this, like the mood, but you can see the clothes are a little bit more casual, and then you've got like the more sophisticated, you know, classier look, which that's why you give 2 outfits as an option, because the couple gets 2 different looks that they can use 2 different ways. So here's more. Love this. I'm just talking candidly, and like I said, I'm literally like, sometimes I'm present when they know I'm present, and sometimes I'm just snapping and they don't really know. Like I said, Raven and Drew, if they're still on, they will tell you like it's randomness for them maybe, but it's intentional for me, as far as like why I do what I do and say what I say at the session. Here's some more mixed in. Here's another kissy kissy. This right here, oh, woo. Sorry guys, just like power. Like look at the power in that walk. Like look at Raven in that dress though. I'm just saying, like after I told her, I was like, where'd you get that dress from when we left? Like it looked so good on her. And let me tell you something. It wasn't scorching hot on this day, but it wasn't cool either. And they just looked to me like boss, flawless, like we got this, we're killing it. I loved it the whole session. Here's more. And then here, I think that is the last one that I have as far as the still images on here. So this is what it really, really looks like. So this is more behind the scenes stuff, okay? So this is us at that scene that you just saw. Okay, see, Drew said it was scorching hot. Okay, I said it definitely was not cool out. But I mean, you can see this is me here. It's cutting it off a little bit, but I was sweaty and they were still boss looking. And I was like, when I left, I was like, oh my gosh, I look a mess. But it happens. And that's why usually for engagement sessions, I'm usually in some type of like really comfortable clothing. I'm still professional, but I want to be able to move. I don't want to be so hot where I can't function, because Florida heat can make you feel like that, where it's just so hot out and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to go inside, and that could throw you off as a creative. So I always dress comfortably. So here's a little video of that I captured of them upon first arrival. You should be able to hear it. So let's see. Actually, let me make sure that this is all the way up too. Okay, it says volume's up. All right, here we go. Look how good they look. Are you ready? Yes. Excited? Look at it, so good. Love it. Very ready. Excited? Look at it, so good. Love it. Very ready. Love it. Very ready. So that's just a little video clip that I took the day of the session, and you notice they were standing in the shade because it definitely was hot enough to be in the shade, I should say. All right, let me scroll. Give me 1 second to get to where I want to go. But tell me which ones were your favorite. If you have to watch from the beginning, not sorry, I don't know. You should have came on at 12, because I can't go back. I can't do like a rewind for those that just tuned in. But you could definitely watch the replay when I am done. So yeah, this is us. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna change this back here. This was their session. Let me just switch this real quick while I look for something. That's just a random picture of me. But I really love just getting to like connect with my couples beyond, the camera. I mean, even this picture here, this is from a recent wedding that I just shot. And, sometimes you see these pictures and you wonder, like, is it planned? Like, yes, some things like are planned, but a lot of things for me and my couples, they really happen naturally. And they just are ways that you could connect more with your couples. So just, think of things that you could do to be more naturally, comfortable with each other and with your couples at that. All right. So, okay. Logan says, this is his, not this picture, hold on, I gotta switch back. I'm trying to get out of the screen, guys, and it's lagging on me, so I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me get back to, Logan says, let me just put myself on there. He says, I'm not sure if you showed it, but my favorite was in the more casual burgundy / blush outfits when we were at the fountain. I was standing and Raven was sitting. Okay, so I know exactly what he is talking about, and as a matter of fact, that's what I'm trying to get to the video. There's another video clip that I have that I want to show you guys. So we'll let Logan actually transition us. So if you head over to unashamedimaging.com and you click the blog, this is their engagement session. Sorry, hands free, I'm not doing that. This is their engagement session on the blog where you could see more images that I did not show here on IG Live because I don't want to show you everything, right? So head over to the blog, just go to www.unashamedimaging.com, and in the menu you'll see blog. If you just click on engagement with an S, engagement, I had to remember because I did a revamp. I actually been doing a whole revamp of a lot of new content anyway, so I had to remember, like, I used to have it say engagement, but it's engagements. Click on that and their session should be, hey Heidi, their session should be the first session that pulls up, but if not, you're seeing some of it here. So one of the shots that Logan was talking about just passed right now, where he's sitting and they're by the fountain. But again, if you go straight to the blog, you can see more of what he's talking about. Probably that one right there, Logan. But again, like, everyone has different favorites. My favorites are going to be different from the couple. The couple is going to have different, favorites than I do. Sometimes couples will be like, oh my gosh, I want this one printed and this one blown up and this, and I'm like, that one? And it's not bad, it's just everyone's eye likes something different, and there's a reason why what they like is why they like it. So again, yeah, if you're looking for their engagement session on the blog, Logan's just said that one. So it's gonna play again. Again, guys, I'm not doing this, so I can't stop it. The video's playing for you guys. But all in all, thank you so much for tuning in. I love doing these engagement session live reveals. So what does this mean? This means that, excuse me, hold on. This means that I will now start to share their session on my actual Instagram feed. So I'm excited about that because I've been holding back like so many good images from their session that I couldn't share yet because this was a part of the journey, and I didn't want to spoil. So of course, I think I shared like 1 or 2 just to like throw it in the feed and show you guys like what I have been working on because it's so boss and so good. But then I stopped. So I have a lot more content that I'm excited to share with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're catching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. Let me know, seriously, like send a message this way. No flirting, but send a message this way letting me know what images were your actual favorites from this session, and if you like me doing these IG session reveals. Again, I haven't done one yet for a wedding. It is not off the dang it, I can't think of what I want to say. The idea of doing this for weddings is not. Let me get out of this real quick. Okay, so the idea of doing it for weddings is definitely there. I just haven't done it yet. So if you think that doing something like this would actually be cool for the weddings I shoot, I don't know. Like I said, send me a DM or comment here like, yeah, I would tune in. If you would tune in for something like that, let me know. But otherwise, that is the end of my reveal. Literally 30 minutes, like I said, I was going to be on. I'm 2 minutes shy, but that's okay because there's a delay in these lives anyway. So I'm getting back to work. I actually might come on again this week to show some new canvas prints that I have that I absolutely love, that I would love to show you guys as well. Logan says, you were great during the session. I'm so glad we connected with you to capture our moments. Thanks again. Oh, don't make me cry, yo. I'm a thug, Logan. I'm strong. I can't cry. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding. But no, thank you. Seriously, that means a lot. And guys, you're getting a live feedback from the gentleman that's in these actual photos. And no, I did not tell him to say that. They actually don't know what I'm going to say or how I'm going to reveal their session on IG Live. All they know is that is the date and time that I'm going to do it. So literally he's giving you his honest feedback in the moment, which, like I said, I did not tell them to say that. So anyway, I'm out. I have like, I'm scared to show y'all, but literally stuff to do. And projects to finish up on and some emails to answer. But I also have a collaboration that's coming up really soon. So if you're getting married between June 21st of this year and June 21st of next year, you definitely want to tune into this collaboration that I will be sharing with you. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the patience with me switching up because I didn't want the IG Live to die because the phone was like, the battery was going for some reason. Other than that, have a blessed day.